So it looks like quite a lot of people are already talking about the leaks for Season 5. But how many people have really dived into the details? You know how this goes, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this. So how is it going, Dank Division? Dank Dan here, and we are going to be discussing the leaks in regards to Season 5 Cold War. Now, sadly, I cannot show you any of the images, as anyone who shows these images is getting slapped hard with the copyright strike, which at least confirms this much. It's official stuff. But sadly means that all I can do is point you in the direction of the person who leaked it, and that would be Nanakos. So follow him on Twitter. I'll leave a link down below. But let's dive in. So the big thing that everyone has been talking about is the image of the young lady who we see pretty much doing a pose very similar to the Black Ops 1 cover. And we'll come back to that little detail in a little bit. But what's getting everyone's attention is that this is more than likely the new operator, seeing as how she has the Perseus logo on her arm, on an armband that, not gonna lie, I really thought was a Nazi armband. Honestly, this has to be Kitsune, which for those of you who don't know what Kitsune means in Japanese, this translates to fox, which anyone who knows a fox, very sly, very smart creature. And something that honestly Perseus could use right now, as much as I love Stitch. He's kind of a bull in a china shop. He's a big teddy bear for the guy in real life. He's not, he's about as subtle as a tractor trailer going through a nitroglycerin plant. But back to the operator. There are some key details that are definitely catching my attention. First off, Activision, you have a fetish. And you need to address this now. Why is it always the eye? Why isn't it the hand, the foot? I don't know, the fucking nose. Why is it specifically the eye? Like, you guys have a problem. Shepard, Weaver, Stitch, Peck. I mean, Jesus Christ, guys. It's gonna become like a requirement for every one of these games to have someone lose an eye. Like, dear Lord. But that's not what's getting everyone's attention. It's something that stands out, especially anyone who follows Japanese culture. The tattoos on her arms. Now, the reason why this is very important is the fact that tattoos like that are notorious in the Yakuza. For those of you who have never been to Japan and know nothing, think of this. The Japanese Mafia. Yeah, just think about that. Japanese Mafia. Those two things going together sounds terrifying. And the fact that she could quite possibly be a member or be a previous member, hence the reason she has all the scars and the missing eye. Who knows what that can mean? I've also been trying my hardest to study her knee pad, which any of you who take a look at that image when you actually get to see it, I have been trying to figure out what that symbol means this whole time, and I've got nothing. But speaking of symbols, the gun in her left hand has something that I never thought I'd see again, and that is this fact that it has the name Sally written on the gun and has the mark for 8 kills. Exactly the same as the Black Ops 1 cover, in which case we see Mason's dual-wielding pistols, one of which says Sally with the exact same marker. Does this mean that Mason could be dropping within this season, specifically because the numbers are going to be heavily in play? I can neither confirm nor deny anything, but let's face it, this season, we need a Hail Mary. So, speaking of the gun that we see in the image, first off, the fact that she's dual-wielding it pushes it into the pistols. So, guys, I don't see this being an SMG. You can all kill me in the comments section. But we're looking right now at what's called the TEC-9. Now, a lot of people have been arguing, is this going to be semi-auto or is this going to be automatic? Seeing as how this takes place before the Firearm Owners Protection Act of 1986, I'm willing to stake my money on this being an automatic weapon. Now, why is that significant? Well, there's a little problem. When it's fully auto, we're looking at 1,000 rounds per freaking minute. And has an effective firing range of 50 meters in real life. Has a muzzle velocity of 1,181 feet per second, which for those of you who are in the metric system, that's 360 meters per second. What's important to also know is that we're looking at 9mm rounds. So for those of you thinking, dear God, 1,000 rounds per minute, think M13 as a pistol. But that's not all. This variation of this gun could quite possibly, and these are all real-life magazines, 10-round mag, 20-round mag, a 32-round mag, a 36, a 50-round box mag, and get this, dear Lord if they add this, a 72-round fucking drum magazine. For the love of God, Activision, Treyarch, Raven, make it so that you have to choose between the drum mag and dual wield. We just got over the Psychovs. The AMP-63 didn't hit as hard, thankfully. But really, just don't set us up for death. Just horrible, horrible death. Speaking of death, you know, the fun type. How many of you have missed a new score streak? Yeah, that's right. We're looking at quite possibly the season that the Flamethrower drops. Now, for those of you who are kind of curious, this image that you see on screen is from when they were talking about Raid, in which you saw the Flamethrower in the background, which means it's been in the game files for a while, but has not been set up until now. And if you look at the image that I'll pretty much just kind of show you the point value, 1,000 points for the Flamethrower. Now, how well the damage is going to work, how far it's going to fire, that is still very much up in the air, and who knows, when it drops, it could be overpowered and literally kill everything at any distance. And God help us if it ever hops into Warzone. But that's pretty much what I've got for you guys. You guys already know about Echelon is going to be pretty much coming. We have it that likely sometime this week we should see a trailer for Season 5 to officially show us everything we will be getting in the season. That includes the Battle Pass, that'll include the weapons, that'll include the operators, whether or not we're going to be seeing any in-game events as we slowly close in on the end of the life cycle of Cold War. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did enjoy watching this, leave a comment down below. What are you looking forward to most with Season 5 as we get closer to it? What are your thoughts on the machine pistol? And if so, are you going to be that crazy person running around with drum mags and dual wielding? What do you think needs to change in order for Warzone to survive? Not COD. COD can survive. Warzone is fucked. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and as always, you guys are the meta. And I'm Dank Dan, signing off.
Get them to hit that subscribe button, Dank. It's the only way we can figure out the numbers.
15.
What do the numbers mean, Dank? We're wasting valuable time.